Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Dr. Sue and You. I am excited and pumped up today because I have three extraordinary authors with me and they are all related. Now, a couple weeks ago you were introduced to Kate Butler. She is the award-winning author of the series Women Who Inspire and Illuminate. And today we have her two daughters with us, Bella and Livie. Hi, girls.
Hi.
I'm so excited to have you here. And we are going to talk about how all these ladies have inspired kids and women all over the country. So let's get to it. Hi, girls.
Hi.
This is so exciting, okay? So let's introduce everybody first, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start with your mom, because without her, you wouldn't be here. You think we should try that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Kate, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having us. We're excited to be here.
It's such a privilege for me to sit here with all of you today because what you have done, first of all, for women in the world to inspire and illuminate them is just so magnificent. Okay?
Thank you.
And to know that you have inspired your girls to do the same thing and author these books that we're going to talk about today must be such a big accomplishment for you.
It really is, and one of our main messages is that you're never too young or too old to get your inspiration, your message, your gift out to the world, right? So to be able to have a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old going out and sharing their dreams with people to inspire them to live theirs, it really is just a remarkable thing.
Well, you deserve a lot of credit for that because this isn't something that happens every day. So I'm going to introduce the both of you gorgeous beauties, okay?
All right.
All right, let's do it. All right, so this is Livie Butler.
Hi.
Livie, how old are you?
7 years old.
7 years old. And you are the author of what books?
I'm the author of Believe Big.
Okay.
That's
And,
it.
and this is the book, right?
Yes.
All right. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit, okay? And then what's this girl's name here?
Bella.
So this is big sister Bella, 10 years old.
Yes.
And you are an inspirational author, just like your mother,
Yes.
right? And what is important for you to tell our audience today about these books that you have authored?
Well, they're like supposed to kind of inspire kids. Of course, the children's books. And then my mom here has many like adult books that are also very inspiring. And it's not just her making all these incredible books. It's like a whole group of women. And it's just like they're not just all from one place, like one city, one country. No, it's from all around the world.
So is there a lot of inspirational women on the universe, you think?
I think there's more than we know.
Do you think you're one of them?
Yes.
I love that answer. Are you one of them?
Yes.
Are you?
I am.
Am I?
Yes,
All
you
right. 4 inspirational women in one room together. Are you feeling this electricity?
Yes.
All right, I am too. All
I
right,
can feel it.
let's get into these books. Kate, where did this come from, the concept of Believe Big? We're going to get into all of this, what the book's about, what's in it, because these are amazing. I think these should be in all schools.
Absolutely,
Okay.
and I agree with you. Yes, we love to do author readings. We love to bring these books into schools and share these messages with children to find out what are your dreams and then how do we make them come true. And the back of this book is actually a guide for children, a 5-step process to make their dreams come true.
Okay.
But where did it begin? So we have a children's book series called the More Than Mud series.
Right here.
Yes, and Bella actually wrote the second book in this series. So she became a #1 best-selling author at 5 years old.
High five. Double.
The entire book was her idea. I took the idea and I put it into the book, but I had to give her credit on the cover because it was not my idea. It was completely hers.
Okay.
And so at the time, Livie was 2.5 years old, and so she saw this process happen and she really wanted to become a part of a book as well. But her dream was to be creative with the book and draw in the book.
Okay.
And I thought, well, what better way to show kids that it's possible than to believe big in my own children? So they illustrated every drawing in this book with the help of a local artist, Chloe Helms.
Let's
and
see.
these are all their drawings.
Girls. These are all your drawings.
Yep.
Wow, you're more talented than I thought.
The rainbow page is the best.
Yeah,
yes.
look at this.
And then, yep.
Now, in each of these books, okay, there are these amazing messages about believing in yourself, right, Bella?
Yes, there are.
So on this page, we have something that says, with your luminous mind and kind little heart, you will bring the world your unique kind of art, okay?
Yes.
So everything in the book is about being unique.
Yes, it is.
Bringing your uniqueness to life. Is that right?
Yes.
So tell me about some of the parts of the book.
Well, actually, some of these drawings weren't exactly meant for the book, but then once our mom saw them, she was like, this is going in the book. This is perfect for our page. Like, I'll give you an example, like this one. This was like a drawing I had in my diary, and like she didn't even, like, we didn't even anticipate for it to be here, but she wanted me to completely redraw it on a white piece of paper so that she could have it in there.
And you know what, you're right. You are never, wait, bring that back out. You are never too young or too little or too small to dream.
Yes, to
Yes.
share your brilliance with us all.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just such an inspiring message. Now, Livy, what is your favorite part of this book, Believe Big?
Let's see.
These are your roads. Do you want to talk about this drawing that you did right here?
Yeah, so
Yeah, let's show everybody, huh?
this, I was just making, this wasn't supposed to be in the book. I was just drawing roads, and then my mom said, let's add this in the book.
It's right, because
Right.
it fit perfect here, right? It says, it may be through writing or math or a song, but perfect it will be because art can't be wrong. Be true to yourself and your believe big wish. Always follow that knowing it will lead you to bliss, right?
Right. It's all about believing in yourself, and that can start at a very young age. I mean, as you can see here,
Absolutely.
it's doing something right for your
Absolutely.
children.
Yeah, and I wanted them to see that it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a certain way, but it can still be inspiring, right? And we can still get this beautiful message across. And it can just be your normal, everyday, inspiring creativity and artwork that we can put into this book, and then we can still go spread this message out to children to help them believe big as well.
Right. And, you know, I think, girls, when you believe big, right, do you think that you can do anything that you want on this earth?
Yes,
Yes.
like anything is really possible, and some people are like, nah, it's just like, it isn't. Everyone says that, but no, it isn't. But that's not true. This book shows you, and it's one step further to being able to believe so big that you can do anything you want.
So what's the one big, huge thing you want to do?
We both want to become black belts in karate, but that's not my only thing. I want to do,
It's a good goal.
yes it is.
Good old
I just want to do something that has to do with art when I grow up.
Okay.
And for kids, when you grow up, your job and your life
Yes.
should be dedicated to that believe big dream.
I agree. Now, how old are you, 35 or 10?
10.
No, 35?
10.
35? Well, you know what? You are a very bright young woman, and what you just said, I hope that you can carry with you throughout your life and continue to believe in yourself, that you can do whatever you want in this world. That's how I was brought up, Kate. That I was told no matter what I did, I could do anything, but try your best.
Right.
At what you do. And I think that's a great lesson. And that you can have dreams. Dreams should not be shut down. Dreams are free, right, girls?
Yes, it's just like a part of freedom, another part, like another step of freedom. You have to be able to dream to be free.
Now, did you learn that from your mother?
I'm not sure if I did.
Oh, okay.
Actually, when I talk
I think she may have had something to do with that.
maybe.
All right. Now, girls, do you go into schools and do you talk about this stuff?
Yes.
How do you promote the books? I mean, how are we going to get this out to the world? We need more and more Believing Big.
Yes.
Yes, we actually love to read it at schools and show them all, show them all the book. It's just so much fun to do that. And while we are showing them the book, they ask questions and they share their Believe Big wishes. And they have fun while we read it. And it's almost like we're not teaching them how to believe big. They're having so much fun. You can see the smiles on their faces. They're enjoying it. And some kids, if it was just my mom, they wouldn't know how to believe big because they're like, it's not a kid, it's an adult. Right. But now that we have done it, it's just like anything is possible for them.
Because they can see another child has
Right.
done these big things, like written a book and illustrated a book and created a book. So then they see a 10-year-old or a 7-year-old come into their doing this and speaking to them just like another kid their age. And they say, oh wow, this thing that I didn't think was possible may just be possible now that I see this happening in front of me.
And here you guys are, this is, you're at a school talking
That's
about
at
the
the-
books, right?
Yes, this may be the Garden State Discovery Museum where, and we also have a couple school readings as well.
Okay.
And it's a wonderful thing to be able to go in, and in every one of our children's books, we have an interactive piece in the back of the book.
Yes.
So that the children are not just listening to this fun story, but we're also engaging with them about how they can actually apply the information.
Oh, see, here it is, Believe Big Basics.
Or the BBBs.
Oh, I like that even better. Although those B's could stand for something else. All right, we're not going to talk about that right now, okay? But you're right. I mean, this is just incredible. I mean, I feel so excited that, first of all, let me say something, that this is not on a phone. These are real books with real illustrations that kids can hold in their hands and read. And look at the colors and be illuminated by this. I mean, it just really says, I can do anything I want.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
It's an important piece, is being able to hold it in your hands.
Right.
We generally go into schools and we offer our services for free because we want the children to spend that money that they would pay us to come in and do a talk or have a seminar or whatever that looks like. We want them to put that money towards the books so that the children go home with the books in hand. Not every child has access to all of this information all of the time, but if they go home with a book, then they have this to refer back to and they have this in their life.
I think it's beautiful. Now we're going to go to the first break and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about what's actually in the book, like the different Believe Big dreams, all right? Mm-hmm. And then we're just going to have fun. I like to have fun. Are you having fun?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I love having fun
We
too.
will be right back with the Butler girls right after this.
Figuring out your options for refinancing the marital home or purchasing a new home after a divorce? You need a divorce lending professional. There is only one place and one person to turn to for help. Jody Bruns, founder and president of the Divorce Lending Association. Jody is a certified divorce lending professional with over 20 years of experience and has been assisting divorcing couples to identify their goals and has successfully obtained mortgage financing when divorce is present. She understands your needs when it comes to various income sources, such as employment, spousal support, and child support, as well as how to work with the liability of paying the various types of marital debt, and so much more. If you are divorcing and need a mortgage, there is no one else to turn to except Jody Bruns. She helps clients nationwide. Contact her directly today at 720-692-7241 or by email at jody@jodybruns.com. NMLS ID 831033. Getting
The law
divorced.
firm of Shemtab Dragonovsky Taylor will help you move through and beyond your divorce. We are a full-service boutique family law firm located in Blue Bell, Pennsylvania. We handle cases in Montgomery County, Chester, Bucks, Delaware, and Philadelphia counties. We have 6 highly experienced lawyers and have represented clients for more than 30 years regarding these issues. Our clients depend on us to sort through the complicated issues involved in divorce and division of assets, spousal and child support and custody. We listen to them, we gather the information, and we help them make informed decisions. We pride ourselves in our knowledge and our experience. We try to settle cases when we can, but we zealously advocate for our clients at trial as experienced and successful litigators. If you need help on any of these family life issues, please call us for an appointment at 215-542-2105 or check us out on our website at www.shemtablaw.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Dr. Sue and You Show. This is one of the best and most fun shows I've ever had because I have the talented three in here. These three talented authors. I have Kate Butler with me and her daughters, Bella and Livie. And we are talking about their books called Believe Big. All right, now, Kate, it's up there. Okay, Believe Big. What's the colors about? How did you girls pick this? And I see here we have two different colors. Tell me, Bella, how did you decide?
So we actually had a vote, like on social media and in our house, and actually the pink is kind of red one. So now this is not a book for girls. It is not a book for boys. It's a book for all children. But this looked a little bit too girly, so we came out with another cover, which looks a little bit more for boys, and since the other one looked a little bit more for girls.
This is great marketing strategy, Kate. She really knows what she's doing, okay? So, if this doesn't work out, will you come work for me and do some marketing?
Sure.
All right, good. All right. so anyway, is that really what happened?
It is. It is exactly what happened. And we really like to involve our community in the process of making our book. So, when we are in the elements and, really in the process of creating a book, we bring our audience in and we say, which cover do you like? Or which illustration do you like? Or can you help us decide on a different, page here or there?
Okay.
So this is exactly what happened with this cover. They voted on 4 different covers, and we did put it out on our following on social media. We brought it to the school district that they go to, and everyone voted on it. This is the cover that won, but there's someone on this couch that didn't agree with what won.
Well, I know it wasn't me, so who was it?
Me.
Livie. Okay, so Livie, tell me what you didn't like about it.
Well, I just didn't like the color now,
Okay.
Okay, and what did you like?
but I did like this cover.
And it spoke more to you, right? Right, so we wanted you to have something that you really were proud of and that you were really confident going out and talking about and bringing into schools. So we decided to do a second version on Amazon, and that's this version,
Great.
which we call Livie's version.
Now, Livie, do you feel more comfortable talking about this book and that cover?
Yes.
Good. So that's what matters.
Yes.
And it's like believe in what you
That's right.
want, and it feels good.
Yes.
And go and do it.
We always want it to be authentic, the
Yes.
message, right? And
Yes.
the whole point of creating this book was a collaborative effort for us to all do this together.
Right.
It's their artwork, it's their thoughts in this, it's their design. And so when she didn't agree with the cover, I thought, well, that's really kind of goes against this whole process and
Right.
what we're doing here. So we made it work for both of them.
I know, it's
Yes, we did.
So it's 1 and 2.
Yes, exactly.
You each can clean. All right, so girls, now I want to get really into what the books are about. And what messages are in these books. I mean, I saw some of them. Some of them are make your own fate, be true to yourself, believe in who you are. Failure should not stop you from doing things in life.
That's right. One of the first couple of pages in this book talks about there are going to be people when you put out your dream to the world, right, that laugh at you,
Yes.
they don't understand it, it doesn't make sense to them, or they just do not believe in you. And so what do we do with that
Right.
especially when we're a child and we don't exactly know how to process that type of response? And so this book kind of walks them through how you pick yourself up and get back to the batting, right? And how you just have to hold your tender dream
Yes.
really close to your heart, because this is something that even if no one else understands it, you get to still believe in this dream.
That's right. And so let me ask you, Bella, what does the word failure mean to you?
It means that you succeeded. It, like, when you fail, it's the same thing. It's almost equivalent to success. When you fail, you can learn from it, but when you succeed, there's not too much to learn from it. So when you fail, it's almost like digging a hole. Then when you succeed, you're filling it. It's really exciting to fail. And I love to share my failures and see how I can improve them. Whenever I do a test, I'm like, I want my grades back. I want my grades back. Let me see if I fail, and let me see if I succeeded. And I get excited if I do. I get excited if I don't. It's like...
So you learn from it?
Yes.
And do you think learning is inspirational?
It depends on who you're talking to, but for me, yes.
That is true. But, you know, I never have heard, Kate, I've talked to a lot of kids in my lifetime, I've never heard any child say failure is a way to succeed. I mean, it's just amazing.
Well,
It is.
When
When
we
you
talk,
fail, it's an opportunity
Absolutely.
to get up again and do it differently or do it better instead of internalizing it within ourselves and saying, we're not good or we're bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
when we fail, it shows that we took a risk. We
Right.
tried something new. We got out of our comfort zone, right? We made an extra effort. And that's not always going to work in your favor. And if it didn't, that's exciting, like Bella said, because then we can figure out why didn't it work, and then we can make it work for next time. But how boring would life be, right? If it was
Right.
always just the same thing, even if it was success, time after time after time, that's not what we talk about in the house. We talk about each night at dinner. A lot of people
Yes.
out there probably do this. We do our pit and our peak.
Okay,
Right?
I don't know about that, but tell
Okay.
me about it.
So
Maybe I'll do it tonight.
Yeah,
All
do
right,
it
go
tonight.
ahead.
Do it
All
tonight.
right, let's-
You're gonna love this
okay,
if you don't do it.
Let's do it.
So our pit and our peak is our peak is the best thing that happened to us today, and our pit is the worst thing that happens to us today.
Oh,
and we
that's
want to get
good.
into that pit, and we want to celebrate what your failure was today. What did you fail at today? Because that is equally as exciting as your peak, because now we know where we can grow.
Right?
Yeah.
I love that, okay? Your mom is smarter than I thought. No, but you know, it is, and a great way to spend time together every night is at the dinner table. Do you think, girls, do you think it's important to spend time with your family?
Of course it is. It's one of the best ways to learn. In fact, sometimes it's like school teaches you some things, but sometimes your parents and your family and your sisters and brothers, your cousins, and even your friends can teach you some of the best lessons you've ever learned in your life.
Different than school, for
Different
sure.
than school. I mean,
yes,
yes,
yes.
school-
Life experiences are very important.
Right. School is a different way of learning than at home.
Yes,
but they're
exactly.
all good. Now, Livie, I'm coming back to you. You're the star of the show, correct?
I didn't know that.
Are you the star of the show?
Say yes, own it.
Come on. I'm believing big right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, you are, so you
All
are.
right, wait. If she's not the star of the show, can I be the star?
Yeah, sure. All right. The big sister wants that. Okay. Livie, is there one thing in the book that you like the best?
Yeah.
Is it the puppy?
Okay, we're getting there.
Or the you? Or the museums? Or the
Okay,
Ladybug?
perfect.
Okay, the rainbow?
Let Dr. Sue hold it, yes.
Yeah, this is what we looked about before.
So and do you want to describe what's on this page, Livie?
Yes.
So it's both of our drawings. So this is Bella's and this is mine.
And so the point of this page is that
Yes.
it says, as you read, with your luminous mind and your kind little heart, you will bring the world your unique kind of art. Yeah, that's right. And so we put both of their rainbows on this page so that you can see the difference between how they draw and their different rainbows, because they're both so unique, yet they're both so beautiful. So
Yeah.
that's one of
I
Livie's
see that
pages
here,
to read
okay?
when we go to school.
So this top one is actually mine, and then the bottom one is Livie's. Now there's a ladybug sliding down Livie's is because she had this unique idea to copy something from our previous books in the illustrations of them. There was a hidden ladybug on each of those pages. So she put a not so hidden ladybug on
I know,
it.
and you know what? I love ladybugs. Ladybugs are good luck.
Yes, that's
Does
exactly
does
right.
everybody know that?
Yes.
Yes.
And they are. They're good luck, and I believe it's extra good luck because it's on a rainbow now.
Exactly.
Yes.
So in our first series, we wanted the kids to always come back to these inspirational messages in
Right.
the book. We wanted this to be the book. This is the book you pick up and you want to read at night. So we put a fun factor in the book, and we hid a ladybug on every page of the book so that the children would want to come back and read the books. And it's not written anywhere in there, but the kids always find them. So that's why Livy put a ladybug on her favorite page, because it was part of our other series as well.
So I know that there is an inspiration behind your mom's books, and his name is Jack Canfield, right?
Yes.
And Kate, for people that don't know who Jack Canfield is, why don't you tell them?
Sure. Jack Canfield is the co-creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul
Yeah.
series. He was also part of the movie and book The Secret.
Yes.
And he has a very successful New York Times bestselling book called The Success Principles as well.
Right.
Yes.
And he guided your writings?
He did,
Yeah, I know.
absolutely. Yes,
And the
he's
girls,
one of my mentors.
The girls got to meet him, correct?
Yes, correct. There he is. Yes, there he is. Oh my gosh.
Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Yes.
He's right there.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. That was in a restaurant.
Okay, but how did that feel to you to meet him?
For me, it was incredible. It was like an amazing experience, probably one of the best ones I've ever had.
I thought meeting me
So
today
nice.
was the best experience.
They're tied.
All right, I like it. All right, I like that.
So Jack Canfield has been a part of their life ever since they were little. I met Jack when Livy was about 6 months old, and Bella was turning 3.
Okay.
So really, they don't know life without this world. So when I met Jack and his business partner Patty Aubrey, they both took me under their wing, and they mentored me through the writing and through coaching and getting really into this world of personal growth and development.
Yes.
And so they've kind of grown up and just knowing, they call him Jack, knowing who Jack is and Aunt Patty, and it's a really neat thing.
I just love how you have taken, some of his messages and have put it into so many wonderful aspects of life beyond what he created, women, children. We need more of this today in this world.
Well, it's really important. That's how all of this began, is because I was so inspired by the teachings that he did, and I thought, how do I translate this to my children?
Right.
And that's how we began with the children's books, because I was writing another book, right, for women, and I thought, wait a minute, I'm doing all of this for my kids because I want you to know how I look at life.
Right.
So I would love to write a book for children, or for women, but that's not my first book.
Right.
My first book was this.
More than mine.
Because I wanted to take all of these inspirational ideas and translate them into a language that children could understand, and this is where it began.
This really should be a program in all schools, and you can start right in kindergarten.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can.
And just bring this inspirational thinking, the ability to believe that you can do whatever you want in life, because the younger you start with that, the more successful you will be later in life. And I'll tell you something, girls, you have been given an incredible gift by your mother, who is an inspirational woman, and that has trickled down into your life. And I don't want you to ever forget who your real hero here is. It's your mom, okay? And I want you to continue on. Do you think you're going to do more books?
Of course.
Yeah, I thought you would say that. All right, now, or be a talk show host. I mean, I think you could do either or. Now, what will the next books be about? Do we have any ideas?
I would love to hear your ideas.
I think
Yeah, what do you think?
it could be like a little bit longer than our books right now, because if these came out when you were an older child, you wouldn't really want to read a picture book. You might want to read a chapter book
Right.
or something. So I feel like they should be maybe a little bit longer. Maybe the next one should be a little bit more grown up.
I
So-
think you're hired. All right, Libby, what do
Thank
you
you.
think should be in the next book?
I really never thought of that.
Well, you want to go home tonight and sleep on it and let me know in the morning?
Maybe we should make a karate character.
Yes, you
Would that
girls
be cool?
love that.
That's one of your favorite things,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you know what?
What?
One of my friends, and it's really funny because she calls me inspirational, but I call her inspirational. We have been like the best of friends. We have only been in each other's class once, 1 year in kindergarten. And we started karate because of her.
Okay.
And she is a black belt, not a black belt, a black belt champion.
Wow. That's inspirational.
It is.
And
you
she's
know
only
what-
10, and she's
you
got
know
her
what
black
else
belt.
is great? That you stayed friends since kindergarten. You haven't been in the same classes. That's true friendship, okay? All right, now, you've got to come back on the show. I'd like to have you on every week, but I can't. But
What did you get, old man?
just leave school and come over here every week for the show.
Thank
But
you.
anyway, guys, it's wonderful what you're doing. It's beyond amazing and inspiring, and I hope that it catches on more and more. And how can people get the books, Kate?
One of my ideas for the next book is
I didn't even
all
ask
of
you.
these children who, this just occurred to me when you said
Yeah.
that all of the children, our favorite part of going to schools is hearing what the children's dreams are, because not many people are asking them what they believe in.
Right.
And what their dreams are. So when we go to the schools, they cannot wait. They're jumping out of their chair to tell us what their dream is and what they believe in themselves about. That would be cool to get a book together about all these wild dreams that we hear
that's
about.
the greatest
It's really cool.
idea since
Right?
white bread.
Yes.
I really do. I mean, that is great because that also gives other kids a voice and a
Right.
sense of purpose.
Yes. So
All right.
I just had to share that, but you can get all of our books
Yep.
on Amazon.com.
Okay.
So they're all under my authorship of Kate Butler, and they're all available on Amazon. Also, our website is katebutlerbooks.com, and they're all also available on there as well.
Thank you, ladies, for being on the show today. This really was fun for me, and I learned so much. And the best thing I learned, everybody, is to believe big. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can always have a dream, and you can always believe big about it. No one in this life can take away a dream from you except yourself. We have 3 big dreamers right here on the couch, and I'm the 4th, because dreams can become real. I'm living mine, and Kate's living hers, and your girls are in the beginning of living theirs too. So everybody, get these books for your kid. You give your kids the inspiration to help them lead a life of purpose. And this book is your first opportunity to do that. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week, and I'll see you right back here for another edition of Dr. Sue and You. Bye-bye.
Bye.